Petersburg, the city of the White Knights and an open-air museum. Every year, over 6 million tourists drive here, and they come here on cruise and ferry liners. Vast liners carrying thousands of passengers cross the enormous expanses of the world's seas and oceans. And increasingly, one of the most memorable stops along the way is St. Petersburg. The first thing that a visitor sees from the deck of their vessel is the marine facade. That's the name of the new passenger port opened on the shore of the Finnish Gulf in 2008. The marine facade is Russia's first and as yet only passenger port meeting all the necessary international norms and requirements. In 2009 in Hamburg, the marine facade was titled Best Transit Port of the Year, and in March of 2011 it was awarded the Dream World Cruise Destination title in the Best Modern Port Capacities sector. In 2014, St. Petersburg was recognized as the best destination in the world's cruising sector by the authoritative international publication Cruise Insight. 7 berths and 4 passenger terminals. 18,000 passengers can disembark onto the shore at the same time. Cruise and ferry tourists can travel in Russia and St. Petersburg without entry visas for 72 hours. Over the course of its operation, the port has already received tourists from 182 countries around the world. Having been through the border posts, visitors find themselves in comfortable halls and cozy cafes with access to a convenient bus parking area. Today, it's from a modern mooring complex such as this that an introduction to the centuries of history and stunning architecture of St. Petersburg begins. It's just 10 kilometers from the marine facade to the center of the city. Comfortable buses take tourists to Palace Square, where they can visit the State Hermitage Museum. Then a journey into history awaits visitors to the city. Palaces, churches, cathedrals, museums, parks, and of course, bridges that can be raised. These are the pearls of Russia's northern capital. St. Petersburg isn't just a center of world and Russian culture. It's also a city that is perfect as a starting point for a voyage around Russia. In the north, there is Kizhi, Valam and the Vasilyevsky Islands. In the south, there is Uglich, Yaroslavl, Kostroma, Murom, Kazan, Samara, Kamyshin, Volgograd and Astrakhan. All of these tourist sites are crucial elements in the history of a vast country, and they can all be seen on an unhurried cruise on a snow-white motorship. Petersburg is also an excellent starting point for a voyage around Scandinavia. From here, there are regular ferry services to Helsinki, Tallinn and Stockholm. From here, cruise tours on the Baltic and the North Seas can be organized, with stops at some of Northern Europe and the Scandinavian Peninsula's most beautiful cities. The marine facade is essentially the center of Russia's cruise tourism sector. Returning home, travelers come back to the building of this passenger port's modern mooring complex. Just a few minutes at passport control and visitors to Petersburg are back on board the cruise liner. Coins fly down from the deck into the waters of the Finnish Gulf. They will return. They will return to Petersburg, a city that once you've visited, it's impossible not to fall in love with, and impossible to forget.